Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, we're out here in Bardstown, Kentucky at the Stephen Foster Restaurant and Buffet. I've had a lot of followers that have recommended this place, and just let me tell y'all, you had me at the word buffet. But before I get started, a little word from my sponsor, Wholesale Mortgage Source and Brian Curl. Well, as you know, the home sale prices are dropping these days. It's kind of trending toward a buyer's market. So this is where you need to take advantage. If you're a first-time home buyer or looking for a conventional loan, Wholesale Mortgage Source will shop around to other mortgage lenders and get you the best closing price and the lowest rate. So if you want to take a double wet snapping turtle bite out of your monthly payment, give Brian a call at 738-1003 and tell him Goodall's Country Kitchen sent you. So, although I have been planning on coming here for a while, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone today. I had a follower that reached out to me and sent me an email. His name is Nick Lyons, and he actually was gracious enough to invite me to his daughter's graduation party. She just graduated from Washington County High School, Ashley Lyons. So what we're going to do here, I brought my daughters out. We're going to do the review here at the Stephen Foster Restaurant, and then we're going to sneak out there and surprise them and show up at the graduation party. So, like I said, kill two birds with one stone. Can't get any better than that. A buffet and a party. We'll be right back. All right, I'll show you around the place. Big dining room here. A lot of people, so I'm going to try not to disturb anybody, but we're going to start off showing the dessert bar. Got pieces of pie, nanner pudding, strawberry glaze, and that looks like peach cobbler. That's calling my name later. Hopefully I can get some ice cream to put on it. Then they got a full salad bar with all the fixings. Looks like they got a lot to choose from there, several dressings. And then they got soup. And they even have biscuits and gravy, so you can get breakfast and lunch. Got vegetables, greens, meatloaf, fish, barbecued chicken, fried chicken. Oh yeah. I'm going to have a field day. Looks like Salisbury Steak and gravy too. Then you come over here, you get your own drinks, which I like. You get to serve yourself, get as much as you want when you want it. And of course, Louisiana hot sauce. I'll be taking a bottle of that to my table right now. All right, before I get started on this crispy, cool salad, which y'all know I love, even though I'm fat, I do love salad bars. This one looks good. Anyway, before I get started, I was talking to the owner on the way in, and he told me this place has been in business for 45 years. His wife's parents started it. So we're already at least 2 generations down. I'm sure they're going to pass it to their kids. But anyway, somebody's been in business for 45 years tells me they're serving a good product or they wouldn't be lasting very long. All right, let me try this salad. You know, I got all the fixings: onion, eggs, cheese, cottage cheese with French and ranch. Oh, I almost forgot. You know, I got my own salad dressing that I like. All right. I like it. Good and fresh. All right, be back in a minute. I'm going to start stacking plates. See, Kenzie's got her little biscuit and gravy there. Mary, she got a biscuit, some cornbread, and fried potatoes. What do you think of them fried taters?
They're really good.
Okay.
And they're crispy.
Try that cornbread. See if it's good enough. I need to go over and get me some.
Yeah, you do.
All right, get that on my first plate. All right, so my first entree plate. Got the greens. I don't know what kind they are, but those are turnip greens, I think. No, maybe they're collard. It tastes like collard. But you know how I gotta do it. I gotta put that hot sauce on there. Also, I got a chicken wing. Very tasty breading. Not very thick, but tasty. And we got meatloaf. You know, I'm very particular about my meatloaf because my mom, Diane, she used to make that meatloaf all the time out at my parents' restaurant, Goodall's Country Store. And to this day, I've never had one as good. I'm not just saying that because she's my mom. I taste I got onion in it. Wouldn't be meatloaf if it didn't have a lot of onion in there. All right. Now, I told you I was getting that cornbread that Mary said was so good. I stake my reputation on this cornbread. Very good yellow cornbread. Got a slight sweetness to it. I can't stand the cornbread when you eat it. Your fingers are sticky because there's so much sugar in it. This is perfect. All right, and last but not least, an item I don't really like particularly very much, but I never see it very often, and that's stewed tomatoes. But being that they're so rare, I want to try them out. For stewed tomatoes, those are probably as good as you can get. Stewed tomatoes got a lot of sweetness to it, which I don't usually eat sweet things. That's why I don't like them that much. But these are very tasty, and you can taste that it's mixed with bread and the stewed tomatoes and the sweet flavor. Very good. Be back in just a second with my next plate. All right, so Mary is eating banana pudding. What do you think of that?
I think it's really good.
Good old homemade nanner pudding. I'm gonna be trying some of that out here in a few minutes myself.
No, you won't.
No, I'm not talking about eating yours. I'm talking about getting my own. You know how Mary is about sharing her food. All right, so I'm gonna get the Salisbury steak, mashed taters and gravy, and some good old country butter beans. All right, gotta have some hot sauce on the beans. Try them out. You know, I'm not a big lima bean fan, but for some reason I like butter beans. They're similar, but different. All right, on to the Salisbury steak and gravy. Good brown beef gravy. Of course, I got my mashed potatoes swimming in that gravy. Very tasty. Good recommendation on the Salisbury steak here. All right, be back in just a minute. Give me another plate. All right, on to the next course. Chicken and dumplings. Another thing that my mom makes real good. Hard to beat mama. So let me go ahead and try it out. A lot of chicken in there, I see. Good flat dumplings. I don't like those big, thick, doughy dumplings. Good and smashed out thin. Of course, you know I like to put a lot of pepper. And got the green beans, which you can see there ain't no shortage of seasoning in there, which I can already tell by looking that's country ham. Sag on it. Let me see if I can get some. Sure enough, look at that. And the kids were talking about how good these rolls were. Those are good. Good to sop up this gravy from the chicken and dumplings. Triple snapping turtle bite there. All right, be back up in a minute. I got at least one more plate in me and a dessert. Be back in just a second. All right, here's probably gonna be my last plate. We got the biscuits and gravy up there, and those biscuits definitely look homemade. It'd be a travesty if I left up out of here and didn't get a biscuit and gravy. But before I start in on the biscuit and gravy, I want to just check out this biscuit. Look at that. Fluffy and soft. Yeah, there ain't no way these come out of a can. Ain't no way. Just like Grandma. I swear, I might not have had a better biscuit before, but definitely haven't had a biscuit this good on a buffet. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and taste the gravy before I do my conglomeration. That's just a good solid white sausage gravy. And I got the home fried potatoes with it. Those are good, crispy but not dry. And y'all know, I don't want to hear no naysayers until you try this yourself. Ketchup, hot sauce, a lot of pepper. The only thing I don't have is 2 runny yolked eggs over on the top of it. All right. Now here we go, good all's way. All right. We're gonna wrap things up in here, and then we're gonna go outside, give some parting words, and might be heading a few miles away over to a graduation party. We'll let you know. Be right back. All right, Melissa, Mary reminded me before we get out of here I didn't get my banana pudding, and also saw that cobbler, but I didn't see ice cream, so instead of getting the cobbler, I'm going with the chocolate cream pie. Very tasty. See, it's got a pie crust in there too. It's not just straight pudding and bananas. Definitely homemade and very tasty. All right. This is actually one of my favorites, by the way. Got that whipped cream on there with that like chocolatey pudding filling and the chocolate sprinkles on top. All right. Going outside, give you parting words. Be back in just a second. All right, so I'm a liar. Thanks to Mary, she pointed out they got a soft serve ice cream machine. So I am going to get my cobbler and vanilla ice cream. Peach cobbler is still hot. There ain't nothing like cobbler and ice cream. And that cobbler is homemade too. All right, unless Mary corrects me on something again, this is going to be my last plate, I swear. I'm not trying to run these people out of business. But anyway, be back in just a second, go outside, parting words. Be right back. On my way out, I looked over here and noticed this country ham Boy, it's a good thing they didn't have that out when I was going through before, and they switch out their food from breakfast to lunch. Apparently they have country ham for the dinner menu. Anyway, next time I come out here, I'm gonna smash some of this country ham. All right, so everything was great. I really love the meatloaf and those chicken and dumplings, and of course those biscuits, as I said. Kids loved all their food. One thing I thought was really kind of cool and unique is on the kids' prices, they go 75 cents per year old. So like for my kids, it was $8 and something, but like if you had a 2 or a 3-year-old, you know, they're not gonna gouge you and charge you the $8 and something for a kid that's only gonna eat like a piece of watermelon. So like for a 3-year-old, you're only gonna pay $2.25. You can't beat that deal. You know, good, honest, and fair people. But anyway, like I said, the owner, been here 2 generations, nice people, everybody working here was great, food was great. I'm not gonna sit here and say that like the meatloaf was as good as my mom's and chicken dumplings as good as grandma and all that, but for buffet food, you're not gonna beat this. Good down home country cooking. Now I'm on my way to a graduation party, and y'all don't know nothing about the Stephen Foster Restaurant and Buffet.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.